As players from the 2014 NHL Draft enter their 10th year in the league, it's proven to be a draft loaded with cornerstone, all-star caliber players. However, there may have been no better selection than the Toronto Maple Leafs scooping up William Nylander with the 8th overall pick. The smooth-skating Swede has been one of the most consistent point producers in the league and is a key cog in the Leafs' infamous core four. But who were the 7 players drafted before him? And were there a few teams that now regret not drafting Nylander when they had the chance? In today's video, we'll be going over all 7 players drafted before William Nylander and break down how their careers have panned out thus far. Heading into the 2014 NHL Draft, Aaron Ekblad was widely regarded as the top defenseman in his class, though some questioned whether he should be selected over the highly skilled forwards available. Ultimately, the Florida Panthers chose Ekblad first overall, seeing him as a cornerstone for their blue line and a key piece of their future. Ekblad made an immediate impact, netting 12 goals and 39 points in his rookie season, and earning a spot in the 2015 All-Star Game. He followed that with a 15-goal, 36-point campaign, cementing his reputation as an offensive force on the blue line. However, his scoring plateaued over the next 4 seasons as the Panthers fell out of playoff contention. Still, he showed promise in the shortened 2019-20 season, posting 41 points and nearing a career-high pace. The following season, 2020-21, began as his strongest yet, but an injury cut it short, halting his momentum during Florida's playoff resurgence. Despite these challenges, Ekblad has proven far from a bust. He has remained a critical player, helping Florida end their 20-year playoff series drought and playing a key role in their 2024 Stanley Cup run, where he logged over 22 minutes of ice time per game. His combination of skill and resilience underscores his value as a first overall pick. While Aaron Ekblad was seen as a safe choice for the first overall pick in the 2014 NHL Draft, many analysts believed Sam Reinhart could challenge him for the top spot. Reinhart, the top forward prospect, demonstrated elite goal-scoring ability while playing for the WHL's Kootenay Ice, and the Buffalo Sabres picked Reinhart second overall. As a team in rebuild mode, the Sabres aimed to stockpile talented young scorers to shape their future. Reinhart's NHL journey started slowly. He played just 9 games during the 2014-15 season before returning to the WHL to complete his junior career. However, starting in 2015-16, he became a fixture in Buffalo's lineup. His strongest season with the Sabres came in 2018-19, when he scored 22 goals and recorded 65 points. Solid numbers, though slightly below the expectations of a second overall pick. In 2020-21, Reinhart posted 25 goals, but struggled defensively, finishing with a -28 rating. That offseason, the Sabres traded him to the Florida Panthers. Since the move, Reinhart has found his stride, playing the best hockey of his career and contributing significantly to the Panthers' success. He'll look to continue his newfound goal-scoring touch with the Panthers for years to come. When the Edmonton Oilers selected Leon Draisaitl 3rd overall in the 2014 NHL Draft, he became the highest-drafted German-born player in league history. The Oilers sought to add a skilled, physical center to complement their roster of talented offensive players. While not regarded as the top prospect in the draft, Draisaitl was expected to develop into a versatile star. The pick proved to be a home run. Draisaitl quickly established himself as one of the NHL's premier scorers and playmakers, thriving alongside Connor McDavid. Despite McDavid's generational talent, Draisaitl has consistently shone as an elite player in his own right. Draisaitl's 2022-23 season was his most impressive yet, with 52 goals and 128 points, cementing his status among the league's elite. Draisaitl continues to be a cornerstone of the Oilers' resurgence. With his blend of skill, vision, and physicality, he remains one of the NHL's biggest stars and a driving force behind Edmonton's push for championship glory. Sam Bennett was widely regarded as one of the top North American skaters in the 2014 draft. Touted as the best all-around forward available, the Calgary Flames eagerly selected him 4th overall. Bennett made his NHL debut during Calgary's 2015 playoff run before playing his first full season in 2015-16. He potted 18 goals and 36 points in 77 games, a promising start for the Ontario native to build upon. However, Bennett struggled to maintain that early success. Over the next 3 seasons, he failed to reach the 30-point mark and registered a combined -40 rating. After years of underperformance and trade speculation, the Flames dealt Bennett to the Florida Panthers in 2021. The move to South Florida revitalized Bennett's career. He rediscovered his scoring touch in a top 6 role and solidified himself as a key contributor. Following his resurgence, the Panthers rewarded Bennett with a 4-year extension, cementing his place as an integral part of their lineup for the foreseeable future. In a draft loaded with offensive talent, Michael Dal Colle stood out as an elite playmaker. His 95-point campaign with the Oshawa Generals showcased his exceptional stick handling and ranked among the best performances in his draft class. The New York Islanders selected Dal Colle 5th overall in 2014, envisioning him as a top 6 forward who could thrive alongside their star center, John Tavares. However, Dal Colle struggled to find his footing in the NHL. By the end of the 2018-19 season, he had played just 32 games for the Islanders, recording 7 points. His 2019-20 season was similarly underwhelming, with only 10 points in 53 games. Dal Colle's NHL career effectively ended after a single game in the 2021-22 season. Since then, he has continued his professional career overseas, first in Finland and currently in Germany, where he'll look to reignite his game. The 2013-14 season was a disaster for the Vancouver Canucks, marking the end of an era for a franchise that had been a powerhouse for several years. The lone bright spot for fans was a top 10 pick in the 2014 NHL draft, offering hope for the team's future. With the 6th overall pick, the Canucks selected Jake Virtanen, a power forward with the size and skill to potentially dominate at the NHL level. Virtanen made Vancouver's roster for the 2015-16 season, but was sidelined by an injury that derailed his rookie year. In the following seasons, he split time between the NHL and AHL before securing a full-time spot in 2017-18. Despite the increased opportunity, Virtanen failed to meet expectations as a top draft pick and struggled to become the impactful power forward the Canucks envisioned. His future with the team was already in question when a poor 2020-21 season and a sexual misconduct allegation led the Canucks to buy out his contract in 2021. Virtanen left North America to play in the KHL and has currently spent the last 3 seasons in the German DEL League. And finally, one pick before William Nylander, the Carolina Hurricanes drafted Hayden Fleury with the 7th overall pick. Known for his size, physicality, and solid scoring in the WHL, Fleury fit the mold of what teams look for in a top blue line prospect. After additional development in the WHL, Fleury joined the Hurricanes' AHL affiliate, the Charlotte Checkers, for the 2016-17 season, playing 69 games. With a year of professional hockey under his belt, he earned a spot on Carolina's opening night roster for the 2017-18 season. Fleury appeared in 67 games that year, but managed only 8 points. He returned for the 2018-19 campaign, but spent time shuttling between the NHL and AHL and suffered a concussion, hindering his progress. Breaking into Carolina's deep defensive lineup proved to be an uphill battle, leaving limited opportunities for him to develop further. At the 2021 trade deadline, the Hurricanes traded Fleury to the Anaheim Ducks, who subsequently left him unprotected in the Seattle Kraken's expansion draft. After a season with Seattle, Fleury signed with the Tampa Bay Lightning in July 2022, where he played 2 seasons before joining the Winnipeg Jets on a 1-year deal in 2024, where he currently plays. And there you have it. Those are the 7 players drafted before William Nylander and how their careers have panned out so far. So, how would you redraft the top 5 picks in 2014? Does Nylander crack the top 5? Let us know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more videos.